Alright. Da 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 da. Bap. Is that audio? Here we go. Hello, everybody. And welcome to the episode of Neon Light. Again. Good people. Hey Anna, Titi Incarnate. To see me, it's hidden. I'm a professional at this, I swear. Yeah, hi. Welcome to Neon Divide, Season 3.5, Episode 7. Have approximately 5 minutes until we start, so right now it's just a slow session.
Okay, our lovely cast members, we are 5 minutes away from the start of session. Cast members, go ahead and take your places. SCPs, just hang out in the prop room.
For the announcement.
We'll get to you guys in just a moment. Get out there, go have some fun. If you guys have any issues with your character sheet, just wait by the character sheet thing in GM. Episode 7 out of 8, guys. Let's have some fun.
Yeah. Chamber set, episode 7 out of 8. Here, I'm still alive. I have already been briefed that there is something going on today. It's gonna be interesting. Almost over, but it's just gonna be the new beginning. And I was actually thinking, just hypothetically speaking, and only if that works out with my schedule, but as you might know, I'm a dev for Neon Divide as well, so everything is here on me here I have built. Specifically the Leviathan, but also a lot of other shit. And hey Feist Danielle, and my thinking was that maybe once season 3.5 is over, so we don't have official episodes anymore, you guys might be interested in me streaming my work on the project again. That will include multiple things. On one hand, it will include me doing some coding streams on the project, because that's one of the big things I'm participating. And on the other hand, I'm probably going to be working a lot on Union Heights, the new map. So the question for the audience is, are you interested in seeing new kind of stuff, or you're like, nah, that's boring, do something else instead? Because I could also just use the time slot that I for Neon Divide stuff to just work on, well, non-Neon Divide things, or just do some gaming stuff. Whatever you guys really prefer. This time, Saturday morning, 3 to 7 a.m. is kind of my dedicated time slot for streaming now. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream much more than that. Schedule, work at the site, have a lot of other things going on, so not gonna become a big full-time streamer, maybe again. I mean, there was a time when I was doing 3 streams a week, but let's be honest, that wasn't the life for me. I got burned out after like 2 months, so yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably use the same time slot, because I don't know, it works for me, it doesn't collide with any, and it's my thinking at least. Okay, 2 minutes until session start. I've been briefed there's not gonna be any astral assets on the Leviathan, so probably just gonna walk to my office, video some people, then at some point get some lunch, But there is some things that I want to initiate today. Basically, Miranda's next big project is stealth and disguise tech. On one hand, I've been asked by what I want to push for personally, and one of the things that, well, Miranda basically always equips for the case of the cases. And one thing I already kind of kicked off in Season 3 was getting a suit of armor made that contained stealth tech. Didn't complete. VIP start. Anyways, I'll still finish this little monologue here. But yeah, I got a little bit of stealth armor made. However, that kind of never really got finished off because it was done by Ditus, and Ditus, well, got eaten after almost murdering Ariam. Yeah. So that never really got finished. That's the first thing that I want to pick up on. The second thing I want to do is seeing if we can't apply the same stealth tech for something bigger. Thinking a shuttle. Basically a stealth dropship, because I cannot imagine anything that's cooler than sitting there. People are like, oh, she's just lonely little admiral lady, blah blah, and then behind her you just see this dropship uncloak and soldiers jumping out. So basically turn Hound Squad, her permanent escort, inside a stealth dropship, just following her around and being on call with nobody seeing them until they want to be seen. That's step 2. And then number 3, which is kind of separate from that, is I did a little bit of finagling around in Unity. And one thing I noticed is that it's relatively easy actually to create an avatar that has 2 faces layered over each other and then fade them in and out through a shader. The reason why I thought about this was because I recently played Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, and in case you have already played it, there is a character in there, Alex, who has this super cool cloaking tech that basically allows her to just change her hair and facial structure to a different person's structure through some smart use of holographic projections. And, well, we can make the shuttle actually cloak the players as well. That is a thing that is technically... But, oh yeah, Cyberpunk, especially Phantom Liberty, is so worth it in my eyes. If you have the chance to check it out, check it out. But yeah, basically there's this one character that has this super cool cloaking tech where she can just holographically scramble around her face and disguise herself as a different person. That's a thing Miranda will probably look into for her personal reasons. Because it will make going undercover so much easier. What she would basically do is she would keep up her appearance as Miranda the Trader, and then for her admiral stuff, she would actually use that to show the people a false face. And combining that with the tech she already has for her uniform, she could literally just walk around, changing around her clothes color and her face on the fly, and pull some really nasty CIA bullshit. That's the plan there. Anyways, I've spent like 5 minutes just babbling. Yeah, the face reveal. Spent like 5 minutes just babbling about this, so let's actually get the episode started, shall we? Not just sitting in a chair time. I did that when I was Alex, my first character, because she was just a hologram showing out of a drone, so I could literally just sit in my chair and float around like that all the time. And I'm gonna be honest, if I ever make another character, I'm gonna make her float just so I can sit doing her. Yeah. Because I'm not the most well-trained person, so just standing around for 4 hours, I usually can feel my legs next day. Oh, she wouldn't just reveal it. She would wait for a moment when it actually makes sense for her to reveal. So she wouldn't just be like, oh hey, by the way, this is my face, haha. She would wait for a moment when she's actually forced to do so. So joke's on you, that's just another mask. Cable, this is the Admiral. Are you on frequency? Something along these lines. Just have people discover her identity. Or even in a situation where she's potentially captured. You would just keep the tag around under the mask. Jerry is just not on comms. Yay! Lonely day in the life of an admiral. It's time to make it. He is not even dialed into the satellite comms, so soon S is off doing something else. Fuck, why am I getting tired now? One squad is off on a mission. Cable isn't there. Oh wait, look, Ritz joined. something like that. It's retiring from Astral, which leaves me all alone because Astral players are here. Fortunate to say the least. Yep, nope. None of them are here. Still in their morning meeting, or they are just not here. Oh. Oop. Probably easier to ask who the oh.
Terribly sorry about the wait. Currently was dealing with some minor issues.
Interesting. Don't think we have been introduced yet.
Greetings. My name is Midas. I am currently operating under Traverse as security officer.
Interesting, Midas. Name is Admiral Mithra Odo. I'm running Astral here.
A pleasure, ma'am.
Have you been
How
informed
can
about
Traverse
our
help you
cooperation
today?
security sector?
Yes, I have been notified of minor details of such, yes.
Very good, Midas. Well, to give you the
I
very
have not
quick
been
rundown,
alerted to any sort of...
if you require any assistance with security matters, hit us up. Radio channel 45. We'll do our best to assist.
Channel 45.
It's, yeah. Looking forward to working with you.
And likewise to you, ma'am. If there is anything you need further, do please...
I was actually wondering if Mr. Myth is in
Contact.
today.
I'm sorry he is currently off-planet right now, dealing with Traverse meetings.
Is there ETA on when he is back?
He should be arriving later on today.
Understood.
Apparently there is a larger meeting to be done that he must attend to here.
Understood. I'll try to reach out to him then. Thank you for your help, Midas.
You are very much welcome, ma'am.
Just one question. Are you already part of the new staff up here, or will see this as well?
I will go where I'm needed, ma'am.
Understood.
Have a good day.
Encore was here for an episode, but sadly not for more. It's, the slides have always been acting wacky. Cable's getting entangled in me. Shit. Okay, next stop. So, hopes that there's anybody here instead.
Client request at security checkpoint.
Oh yeah, that's the Sidious's new character, Midas. Curious to see him actually in action at some points. So we'll see. I don't know how it's parenting will find out. Hi there. One Masaru. Yeah, professional at work, getting paid for standing around. Yeah. Res usually just uploads his stuff on YouTube afterwards. So, currently, it's no perspective you get. Oh. Good morning. Finally, somebody who opens up. Third corporation I'm going to today. Do you have a moment for me? Talk about the Undercity.
Yes, I do have a moment actually. We'll step inside. That way it makes it a little bit safer to talk about everything.
Indeed it does, because I have some quite spicy intel that I'm interested in.
Oh, I love spicy intel. It's my favorite, especially if it's magic related, because, you know, then it's even more fun to assert my authority. You know, that's the right. Yeah.
Well then, as you might have been aware of, we have been conducting an investigation. Individual by the name of Loki. Said individual originally was flagged by security system up here when she came to the Upper City to buy some grape soda from Gap. Additionally, she also was caught by us sticking a gun in Alec Myth's face.
Oh, okay.
Which then prompted us to run a deeper going investigation, especially due to the fact that the whole situation with Mr. Myth arose out of her talking about some resistance activities in the Undercity. I believe there originally were Masaru facilities down there. Have been destroyed by said resistance, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they were, unfortunately.
And I have gained some further insights in the matter. First of all, are you familiar with the Undercity's resistance and the members thereof?
Yes, unfortunately. Not personally, but, with our other staff who are no longer on planet.
I assume you don't have any identities of them?
Not to my offhand knowledge, but I can search the database and see if we have it.
Well, that is not necessary, because we have at least some of them.
That definitely saves me a lot of work.
To elaborate a little bit further, we managed to listen in on a conversation between two of our prisoners. One of them being Set Enoki, also formerly known as Nico Dinger. And she pointed out that apparently the members of the Undercity's council are also affiliated and potentially even members of said resistance. Additionally, she claimed that she had a lot of ties to said resistance as well, which we want to investigate further in the future. Now, this leads me to the reason why I'm here. For said investigation, I'll need some help from you.
Of course.
Seems like
what exactly is this help?
one of the members of the Resistance, at least one of the current members, and one of the council members of the Undercity as well, is a synthetic by the name of Vurawn. At least if we can trust the information that Enoki gave her co-prisoner when they were locked in the Rose cell. And it seems, after a little bit of investigation, that this Vurawn has an unusual interest in magical trinkets of all kinds. So my request for you is if you could provide any form of magical trinkets. They don't have to be super powerful. The important thing is that they have something to do with magic and that they are not traceable to Masaru.
Something to do with magic and not traceable to...
Just some small doodads, unimportant artifacts, whatever.
I think there's probably something in the archives that is mundane enough to be handled safely and without ties to Masaru.
If I had access to that, that would be greatly appreciated, because I think we can use it to definitely gain some further access to said resistance, figure out exact identities, names,
Of course.
and lists of potential persona non grata. For now, I would just recommend handling all members of the Undercity's council, as well as people closely affiliated to them, with an additional bit of care.
I agree, yes.
On another note, there's another topic I wanted to speak to you about completely to this.
Of course.
Jerusalem has informed me that he will be quitting service with Astro. His condition is rapidly declining. I signed off on that. However, the question is, where will he go afterwards? Going to take care of him? Should I arrange something?
I mean, if Jerusalem wants, us to take care of him, that's, solely up to him. The offer is open.
Alright.
I know Calliope was like a parental figure, and I believe you are as well, so I think by proxy I also somehow became one.
I'm just a little worried because his condition seems to be declining extremely rapidly. Shows signs of confusion in everyday situations. Recently got his hands on 2 kids. I can not trace if they're actually his or if he just picked them up randomly. He used to be a very structured individual, which now starts coming apart, so...
Yes,
I think he's getting
do
old.
Remember that. I think he is getting old, yes. Was it, Icalos put a mana crystal into Jerusalem a few months back, but if he's already deteriorating at that rate, then I don't think another infusion would do much good.
I'll leave it to him. And he is relieved from his duties. If he decides to return to Misaru, you do not have to original deal with him, so...
If he shows up, I'll do what I can to take care of him and, allow him to live out the rest of his existence in the way that makes him happy.
Thank you. Anyways, do you have any questions you want to ask me about?
Well, as for the Undercity situation, I do have that ace up my sleeve. It is not exactly the most morally acceptable spells to put into use, which is why I took it upon myself to learn it rather than putting it in the hands of someone else. However, I do have the ability to track an organic individual given enough time.
It's becoming future, however, for now I do not think we actually need to make use of that ability. We have our own ways to track people.
Yes. Just, putting our cards on the table, since it would take time for me to prepare. Fracturing a portion of my own soul is not exactly an easy or comfortable task.
This
But
sounds
it is extremely effective and
the complicated.
almost untraceable.
However, I can assure you we have very effective ways of tracking people themselves.
I'll have a perusal through the archives, and I'll try and bring something over when I can.
Thank you. Just inform me whenever you found something interesting. I'll send somebody to pick it up.
Of course. Your radio channel escapes me at the moment.
45.
Just so I can be able to get a hold of some. 45, of course. Thank you very
Alternatively,
much.
you should have my email data, so you can also just send me any times.
This is also true, yeah.
Very well then. Don't want to waste any more of your time. Wish you a wonderful day.
Of course. You as well.
Oh yeah, that is super spicy information that I keep this in so many ways. Because on one hand, if we should ever end up in a conflict, I can use that knowledge to potentially weaken her. And on other hand, I'll also be able to use that knowledge, or at least traces of it, to just throw into the Undercity.
We have finished the current item and are continuing on our itinerary.
We have a lot of visitors this morning.
What the hell is going on in here?
I was trying the rest of our associates. Have a great day there.
Lunch break day.
Fighting an opening for Florida. There was a lot happening this morning.
I can see that much. Do you guys need any help from us?
I don't think it's a security concern. It's just scheduling. So we've got those two. We have Geb wanting to meet. You're here now. On and Off has an appointment with... Well, I guess that's doctor stuff, so I don't think I should disclose that. There's medical stuff going on with him. Not injury, but... You know.
Does he need a new nose again?
I don't think so. But I'm not certain.
You never know with these celebrities.
That's fair.
Generally, you can assume that 9 out of 10
I don't know
surgeries
how
they go
many
through
cybernetics
is
he has.
for purely cosmetic reasons, so...
Yeah. That honestly might be it. Or maybe he got something swapped out recently. It's just like a checkup on that. One of the two.
Potentially.
I don't really know him, so... Sure.
Well,
What brings you here this morning?
actually just something very mundane. I was about to grab myself some takoyami.
Oh, then by all means. How much will you work? Yeah.
Okay, I originally didn't intend to spawn 2, but now those are the decoy takoyami. Basically, what my idea is, somebody approaches, they are going to see the takoyami first, which will distract them long to put my mask back on. Plus I'll have something to eat later. Oh yeah. Listen, gotta take what the situation gives you and make the best of it. So many people from the wastelands today. Shit. I forgot about it. This is a wee bit unfortunate. Well, Takayami stored properly. Okay, so let's quickly recap. The two corporations I needed to go to, Traverse and Shimetsu, are both not present. It's not the people who actually are important for me to talk to. Who do you usually watch for the wastes? Ah. Absolutely not. So, I can't really. However, I think what I'm gonna is sitting in my office, waiting for things to go down. It's okay, I have the 66.66666 chance that I get a GM out of this that I can actually I can. things technically need to contact Shimetsu first to figure out what I need for the stealth tech. And I'll need to take that information, go to Traverse, be like, hey, I need ship designed around
Hello,
this.
Astral. This is David. Do you have any professional deckers available today?
No, Mr. Walker, unfortunately not, as I'm the only one currently on board here. I mean, I can see
okay,
if
no
anybody
problem.
is available, but you know what, I'll get back to you.
I think we can handle it internally,
Okay, understood.
if you don't have anyone available. Thank you.
You know what? Time for Miranda's Gamer Girl arc. I don't fucking care. Essentially, I need information from Shimetsu about the stealth tech to be able to design, to go to Traverse to design a ship around what we need there. Then once we have the general design from the Traverse about the ship, we would have to go to Valkyrie to ask Valkyrie about procuring as weapon tech for the ship as well. But yeah, for that I first of all need to get info from Shimetsu. Plot twist, Miranda never actually was a combatant to begin with. She just played a lot of RTS games. Got really good at strategy. Okay. To bother them about this. That would be so fucked up. But I totally think Miranda would do.
Hello.
Hello! Oh, Soma, I already got the right person immediately. Miranda will reach out to Shimetsu to ask Jonathan for a meeting at some point. For procuring of some new tech.
Okay. Let's say, give me about 10 minutes.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Just radio me on 45 once you're ready and set up.
Yep.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
I immediately got the red GM. Sit here, spin in our chair for another 10 minutes, and hope that nobody dies in the meantime. I can make this on one hand about the stealth tech, on the other hand I'll try to squeeze some more information about Phil out of. Dab, ba-dab, bam. Oh no, Miranda doesn't actually have sycophant. All I sycophanted was just me doing my thing. She's actually a full-on combat character because I just was sick of using characters to random people walking up to me shooting me in the face, so this one can actually shoot back, actually hit really hard. I mean, in lore she's a military tactician. Yeah, Combat 5. Combat 5, but not in the fist fight and win everybody way. She could probably beat most of the people just by outsmarting. Yeah. In reality, she's not the strongest one, she's just super seasoned as a soldier, knows her shit. It gives her the edge of a... So yeah. She's a person that can actually coordinate a lot of other combatants in war, and I don't even fucking remember anymore. I don't think there ever was an incident staged for us because they were desperately short on GMs and kind of hand-waved a lot of characters because they just didn't have the time for that. Problem with everybody who is ascending to level 5 in a skill having their own specific story weave is that at a certain point you have 100 characters that all make that jump once, and GMs cannot just not handle all of these stories at the same time. And the risking your life thing also doesn't really make sense because Miranda specifically is a character with very little growth and a lot of stuff to begin with, so she didn't necessarily get smarter or better at combat per se. She, in lore at least, has always been this way. At least during the time of the RP. Because she has like, I don't know how many millennia of experience on the battlefields. Because, yeah, like I said, there just wasn't enough GMs available to do all these things, so at some point we 3-month backlog of people wanting to get the level 5 thing. So we'll just say everybody who has been waiting that long will get it. Yeah, the such situation might count. I don't know. Well, actually interesting on the sheets she's even still characters combat 4. That means like half combat characters in this RP are stronger. Six more minutes until I can stop spinning chair. Fuck, I just noticed a super wasted opportunity. When... Oh yeah, Magic is getting a big revamp, Combat is getting a big revamp too. Basically all of these systems are updated because they're in dire need of rebalancing and So yeah. That's that. You know, I just noticed it was a super wasted opportunity because when David called me about needing a decker, I should have just been like this. Hello and thank you for calling Astro Tech Support. Miss Miranda, Odo, how can I help you today? Don't ask me why the stupid Indian accent is the only one I actually do relatively reliably. My backup character is just Astral Tech Support. Hello, my name is Miranda. How can I help you today?
Hey,
Oh, random irons.
get a you get a quick ping from Masaru.
Masaru?
The artifact is ready.
Alright, very good. Let's respond that I'll pick it up at my least convenience. Yeah, just be the oh my fucking god. Funny would have been not even a full-on character, but just a little bit with a character that's essentially a tech support scammer. Called Timothy. Instead of talking to his mom, he's talking to Rush from tech support. Oh no, not Rush. Stephen. My name is obviously Stephen. Yeah. It would be so fucking silly. Kind of wanna bit a bit now. Fuck. Yeah, instead of calling his mom, he accidentally dials the wrong number and calls I don't fucking know, Traverse Delivery Tech Support. And then I'll just run him through full-on refund scam. By the way, if you ever want to watch absolutely pure entertainment and meminess, check out Kid Boga's Twitch channel. And you'll actually learn some really good stuff about avoiding scams and how to so. twitch.tv/KidBoga, aka the wait a minute guy. Then we are. Ooh, but I don't wanna watch him right now. Match that group in the Oh no, sir. Accidentally deleted the internet. What up? It's Jonathan, I need talk to him. Yeah, I might actually do that. That's a good idea. Just gonna go to Masaru now.
Is there any astral members on this frequency?
This is the Admiral. I'm listening.
Yes, you requested a meeting with me?
Ah, Sergeant
at
Jonathan.
Shimatsu?
Yes, I'll be on my momentarily.
Very well.
Alright, guys. So you build a spaceship.
Hello, Astro. I see you do not have a doorbell, so I will call out to you.
Scapsy man. Didn't see me, I think.
Hello there. I was informed that Shrine Superstar On and Off was in custody of Astro. Is this correct? A Valkyrie member told me that he saw him going onto your ship.
That is incorrect. He has not entered our ship, at least today.
Understood.
The last
On and Off
information...
has not entered their ship today.
The last information I had was that he was on his way to something. So, yeah. Anyways,
So he's not at Vurawn.
he's not here either.
I forget his name. The guy, the Valkyrie representative, said he saw him down here on the ship.
He's definitely not here. Red cloak, brown crunchy face. That Valkyrie guy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, don't believe anything he says. Anyways, I have a meeting with Shimetsu, so...
Liar. Let us continue our search.
Does he just hate you guys or something? What's his deal?
Yeah, he sees us as some form of competition, even though we really aren't.
Wait, how are you competition? You're not arms manufacturers. I guess him seeing Shimetsu is competition, right?
Yeah,
Astro is...
we're just here to clean up his shit,
not
but...
weapons manufacturers.
Well, I have a meeting with Sergeant Jonathan that's rather urgent, but once that's done, I'll see if you're still looking.
Okay.
You're on radio channel...
Yeah.
15?
5.
Oh, 5, okay. I'll reach out to you once I'm done to see how you're doing.
Got it.
Alright. I'm sorry for the short delay. It seems like Trident lost one of their superstars.
Don't tell me it was the French actor.
Yeah, apparently he got lost somewhere. And nobody knows where, so now Trident is looking everywhere, so... But anyways, let's head inside. There is some matters I want to talk to you.
Understood. You're ready.
Alright, yeah, I'm here today for two particular reasons. It's two topics I wanted to ask you about. Do you want to start with the more technical thing first, or with the thing regarding former Shumetsu personnel?
You can start with the former Shumetsu personnel.
Alright, as you know, I know that you recently let Phil go. And
Correct.
as you probably also know, is that we kind of have been keeping track of him. Now I am kind of interested in the details about him getting fired. As to my understanding, he was a really valuable asset on the sector of research and development. I'm just wondering what led up to that.
Unfortunately, Bill was one of the main suspects, as to possibly be someone to, well, one of the accomplices to that attempted to murder Artyom. After further investigations, it was all done by Dietis, though Dietis went into hiding. We still have yet to find him. Bill has been cooperative with us and everything. But unfortunately, with the change of power in our galactic standing, Shumetsu is run by 7 different families. The main family that was currently in charge has gone into hiding. That's galactic interpolitics stuff, but we sent Phil on a couple of Black Ops missions to perform, basically a way to earn his way out. And so, in our eyes, he has been pardoned.
Understood.
Though he cannot work for us anymore.
Understood? That is good to know. So, you would not consider him danger for future cooperatives then?
Negative, though, even though the public eye might see him as a danger, well, Phil always enjoys hiding his face, so I'm sure some new armor, no one will really know who he is. So.
Alright then. It's one less headache for me to worry about. Well. Now to the second topic. How familiar are you with stealth technology?
Very, actually. In fact.
It's no stealth kit, I see. Now, I was wondering, and I was just looking at applications of said technology in the past and potential applications in the future. And as a little project of mine, I was thinking about alternative possibilities to use this kind of technology. To my understanding, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but this tech is essentially just bending light around the user in a way that makes them essentially translucent, correct?
Correct.
Now, there is 2 ways that, according to my analysis, you could take this tech. On one hand, wouldn't it theoretically be possible to, instead of just bending the light around, altering the light to make people see things that they technically are not there?
Alright.
It's the second thing that I was worrying about, going in a completely different direction, big of a power source would you need if instead of cloaking a single person, you wanted to cloak, say, a dropship? And what would other potential requirements for that be?
I wouldn't possibly know. This is more of a question for one of our scientists, our engineers.
Okay.
I could get back on you with that, but
I
as of right now, I have no idea.
can probably also reach out to them myself at some point. Just one more thing for my full understanding of your stealth tech. Do you require any kind of special permitters, special emitters spread? If we, for example, assumed that we were cloaking a dropship of some kind, would we need to consider any specific building said dropship?
You definitely want to start off with that, yes. With that said dropship, you want to have the stealth tech in mind, not something that you can just easily install.
Do you maybe actually have some, it doesn't have to be any detailed design papers, but some general paperwork I can share with our engineers to, so they know what they have to plan for?
More than likely, yes. I could forward that to you towards the end of the day. I have to see what we have left up here, as majority of our files and offices are now empty.
Alright, well, but really appreciate it if you forwarded that kind of information to me, because I'm sure that in the future, Shimetsu would benefit from the existence of such tech and such a ship as well, especially with everything that's going to be going on in Union Heights.
Most definitely. They're definitely come in handy.
And I believe you have somebody else waiting at the gate, so I don't want to keep you any longer.
Of course.
Going to go back to attempting to find Superstar.
Couldn't have gone that far, right?
Yeah, well, there's a difference between could and is.
Alright.
Cute.
Fair enough.
No lost Superstar here. Do you have any further clues?
No. Supposedly the last report was Mr. On and Off in the dojo talking to one of the Shimetsu employees.
Okay. Where did that report come from?
Bug fella from Valkyrie.
The same one who told you to check out the Leviathan as well?
No. I don't know, but if I heard something about a liar, I guess that could be the same individual. If that's what you heard, I'm not aware of the description of that individual.
Should I consider this an official request from Trident to assist you with this matter?
You know, at this point, if that man has lied twice, supposedly, and Flounder seems to be having a little bit of system hiccup today, I will
bring me to
say
Flounder.
he's on his way.
I'll help you with this shit.
I think he's on his way here. It is anyway. Oh boy. Nope, just ominous, robotic individual. Whoever the hell that is.
He's this tall, and he talks like this.
Maybe talking about the French actor.
French actor, white hair, yes.
Yes.
Madam,
Yes.
there he is.
Mr. Arnold,
It is, anyway.
famous celebrity, synthetic roles.
I'm not very sure. We don't really do tests on that one in terms of maintenance. It's not our clearance. So I'm not very sure if he is up to date.
He was last seen with insurance officers. That was one of the things that
Getting important dates, meetings,
He was on the line.
questions.
He was speaking to an astro person. He was speaking to a person. He was on the Leviathan.
Jonathan, seems like Cockroach Man from Valkyrie has been feeding them all cat bogus.
Probably that cockroach.
Valkyrie telling information
Flounder,
from Valkyrie that he was here.
it has come to my attention that you lost your superstar.
Either.
Correct.
Whether being
You require
We
assistance
allowed
with
him
the
to
search.
be within the...
or Valkyrie.
Yes, that would be very
Killing us all.
Right then.
well, helpful.
Combined with Valkyrie.
I am currently trying to locate him, but I'm not too worried. After all, he was lost in the wonderful, wonderful Avalon members' heads. So, if anything were to happen, I can always make sure they answer for it.
Sure.
Alright.
That's not dope.
Well, let me try something.
Sure thing.
Sounds like you guys lost your dog. Don't you put trackers on them?
Indeed.
That's a good. Don't we put trackers on them?
It's much more fun this way, wouldn't you say?
Oh boy, a scavenger.
Yes, good God.
He is a
Yes.
good dog.
We all have trackers.
On its own.
Hey, both like, I didn't read the pamphlet.
Replace them fast enough.
Both in the corporate issue implant
Really?
and in the suit. You've got two. I have two.
Anywho,
He has
Mr.
two.
Very
Ross,
important and valuable.
We all have two.
Until he is.
has he been here?
Some of us have more if we have other cybernetics, but
Can we get more?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
He,
Radio always scares the shit out of me.
and you know, I totally let
In the
him to
dojo?
the incinerator, yeah.
What did he say?
I
Hey,
appreciate
Deadly.
your
Whispering
live
behind you, what's up?
That's correct.
Okay, so I wanted to see if I can use my major edge to attempt to locate or at least find the last known position of On and Off. Lost Trident actor.
Excuse me.
Ooh. Fun. Okay.
Good to have a copy.
This is a
Let's see
process.
here. Okay, give me.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
If I
Give me a
may,
moment.
my memory's a bit hazy. By any chance were you the guard that I had given the task of watching over Quinn?
Huh? What now? Which one of us was told to watch Quinn?
No, this is a different
I
guy.
was told to get them out.
By the way, Flounder,
Offices.
this one part of your unit?
There was a third guard.
I'm unsure. I'm never quite sure with this one. But we are due for a conversation.
They don't seem to be too interested in a conversation right now. Plus, I think pressing matters anyways.
I'm
Correct.
curious what's up, but not in like
It would
a
be hard not to be.
causing problems kind of way.
Well,
With
in
regard to
due
the guard
time.
that
Also
you're
trying
looking
to
for,
gone now, so.
there was a third guard that I believe was the one responsible for looking after.
What the Valkyrie pistol?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
right
one
through the
that just
shell.
left.
Can we help you, civilian?
I'll make sure to get a note of their ID number so that they can be appropriately whatever it was you need them
Understood.
to do or to be done to them.
Actually,
I'll check it
this
with
should be
Jim,
a
and he won't answer.
great opportunity for you. A member of Trident giving their first disciplinary record. The choice
that's
was
not-
left, correct?
Yes, left.
Perfect. Then left it will be. Please locate this guard and return him to me. That is the first of your tasks.
Okay, but you still left. Like, As in, he's not in the upper city anymore, or
Oh,
he's just around? I don't know. Is
It's
he?
odd
I'm
that
asking.
he's-
I'm not telling.
I'm not sure. That's why you are going to be finding them. Feel free to contact them over the radio.
Yes. Okay. I will try that. That sounds like a good first step. There. I found. Hey.
Oh yeah,
I
they're
did a
totally
great job.
eavesdropping.
There he is.
Ah! Amazing.
Wow.
But I don't fucking give a shit.
Job.
We're back to only finding one person instead of two.
You were the
Now
individual
the real
that I tasked
trick
with.
with this job
What am I
is
feet doing?
And keeping an eye
if
on
you're
it.
really good at it, you can do it
And
without
friend.
moving from the spot
Correct.
you're standing in.
You're right.
That's how you.
Alright, Deadly.
that's
You
a
want to
true
step over to the
master.
side here and I can
You can let
give you some
them
details?
control you.
Back and tried it, but you weren't available or responsive on the radio.
Do you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so
That one I do know.
Sitting in the office.
for
So,
the information you can find in your satellite as it searches for on and off location, last known location, pathways, and all that stuff. Find a scramble of information between Upper City and Union Heights for the last few months. His last, most recent location, or it doesn't, you don't have specific timestamps, but you're seeing, pings dating back for, a not like a brief amount of time, but like at least like a few days, specifically in Union Heights.
Okay. Let's ignore the random gun that just showed up.
And it's like,
Is it
yeah,
me?
it's like, it doesn't quite add up. Is basically
Okay.
the point here.
Understood. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Locking armor.
All right. So I got some results.
You are now unable to move. One moment.
oh, he's being
This
punished
is
for being an idiot.
wonderful training opportunity for our newest traded member.
Oh,
Here, I'd like you to hold this.
Being an idiot.
you're gonna break her wrist with that.
It is about time you learn your place here within the Trading Corporation. After all, as a member of ours, you are expected to adhere by our rules and all the stipulations that come with it. Those who break the rules will have to be punished whatever way we see fit. This could have been a
I feel
massive
like this is a
loss
miss
for the Trading
roast.
Corporation. Loss for the Trading Corporation could have been a loss of income, which could be a loss of your job. Therefore, this individual is directly responsible in potentially losing you your job. Please.
Responsible for what?
Aim at the
Told me to go
left
keep an eye on the
leg.
individuals.
Oh, one second. 1 second. Don't do it like this. Make sure to stand your feet shoulder wide apart. If you fire it like this, it will just knock you
There are
over.
medics all over the place.
And then
this is
you want to
a
make sure
great
that you
learning opportunity
really put
for our newest
pressure
traded
onto your
member.
biceps. Otherwise, the
I'm
gun
not
is just
worried
going to
about
come
that. I'm
flying
worried
into your
about
face.
conflicting orders.
And put your arm out as straight as you can to feather as much of the
I
pressure
hope you understand your
and
place.
the recoil into your shoulder
You are a demonstration.
instead of taking it with your wrist and
Okay.
elbow.
Please act
Like
like
that,
one.
yeah. Other than that, you're holding it correctly. You just need to bit of the safety here, and now brace and then pull the trigger.
Remember, your job was on the line. This individual could have
It's gonna be a little loud,
your entire livelihood.
That's true.
but
I advise you pull the trigger on an exhale.
other than that,
The longer you wait, the longer this will be. Just get it over with.
Sorry about this.
Just plugging your ears.
Unlocking armor.
okay, you're probably gonna feel your shoulder tomorrow, but for these things are usually not meant to be fired by a person of our stature.
I'm surprised you handled the recoil so well.
To the Trading Corporation. You've done
I'm honestly impressed if that's your first operation.
pat.
You should have seen Jerry's first time when he fired one of these.
Take me
The thing
back.
flew through his arm, and we had to scratch his arm off the roof.
Are you okay?
No. Joey. I don't have a crutch right now to help me back to the barracks.
Please escort them to the barracks.
Hey Jerry, any chance have you
Hey, how's it going?
come across Mr. Arnold recently?
You two take care.
Who?
French actor, white hair.
Welcome to the Detroit Incorporated. You are a
No, not today.
member of our family. I'm glad to see you are on the right side.
By the way, I talked to Masaru about your retirement.
Right, the left
Our
side,
end,
right?
everything's good to go.
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna do my final turn in, give my radio over.
Hand it over to the quartermaster. Other than that, if you need anything from us, you can always reach out to me. Can't guarantee I'll always be there.
Alright.
I mean, he did
But
sort of screw
do
up,
at least my
so I
best,
guess
and
it's-
same goes for Masaru. If you ever decide to go
Here's
back there,
something that you might
we'll have a
like,
place
though.
for them.
Won't be a
Oh,
problem for him too long.
So, GU set me up with a place in Union Heights to live at, and I'm registering with them today, getting my paperwork through to become an independent contractor. I'll be collecting bounties, charges, and hunt down requests to hand out to operators.
interesting.
You might be very keen to check that bounty board every day.
Oh, definitely.
Alright, great seeing you, Admiral. And this is Soup. Their learning protocol is on right now, so be careful.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I just had a recalibration for the moment. They were showing signs of awakening, so I had to do a system reset. There's going right back to the Dirty Diamond after this.
Understood.
He's not a Leviathan. Not a Gab.
Alright.
Yeah. We'll actually be
So what was that
moving.
going on? Oh.
Trident lost one of their actors. Currently looking for them.
Oh.
The guard who lost him. Well, no. Trident.
I see some information. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to share it with us.
Anyways, we definitely will stay in touch. We will be moving to Union Heights as well, supporting the local Crow initiative. So, yeah, I'm going
Is
to see you there.
Leviathan coming down?
That's the plan.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
Wait till you see the Leviathan. I'll have to stop by there. Can't let you in, though.
So, I have obtained a little bit of information about Mr. Arnoldoff's recent doings. Are you familiar, or are you aware of his recent trips to Union Heights?
We're gonna go to the ship.
I sort of am. I don't keep very well tabs on him.
His tracking data
That's not my
shows
distinction.
that he's been moving back and forward between there and here a lot. It gets quite obscure at times, sometimes there's multiple trips a day.
Hey,
So,
my phone was recording.
as for most recent tracking data, I seem to be losing track of him at about the same time you did. So,
I see.
I got that guy on being shot on
might
video.
be useful if we just exchange our information right here, figure out where the hell he might have gone. The only thing I know for sure right now is that Mr. Capri from Valkyrie seems
Just rewinds
to
it and plays it again.
get a good laugh out of sending you guys in circles.
And rewinds it and plays it again.
This will be dealt with. No one. Here. Please take the wireless information from this card. I'd be more than happy to have a open channel of communication between the two of us.
Well then, you want me to temporarily switch to 05? So we can actually stay in contact?
I didn't understand a word you just said.
You're welcome to use whichever channel you wish.
I think that D's already cybernetic. It was blood in
Switching on to 05? My recommendation when
So I shot him in the cybernetic leg?
finding something or someone who's lost is always trace back where they were the last time we knew them and where they were supposed to go at the time.
Why would they make the cybernetic leg feel pain?
Recalibrating.
Hey, you three, listen up.
What are you doing? Why are you scuffed?
I don't know. Send help. I'm trying.
We're good.
We're fine. Nothing happened. Nothing
We are
happened.
a family. A happy family.
I'm not having a
I
psychotic
can see that
break.
much.
Feel your limbs is good.
And everything's doing
Anyways, you three, come
I
here.
have full control of my limbs. They are not shaking even a little.
Alright,
Back in order.
little lesson on how to find lost things and lost people. First of all, where was the last place where Mr. Arnonoff was seen and when?
Okay, well, the most concrete time we have that isn't all the weird disinformation we got today is he was at Avalon this morning, and he went for his appointment, and then he left to find Flounder, and went back to Trident, but never appeared at Trident.
Never arrived at Trident, okay, understood. So his route was from Avalon to Trident. Does Mr. Arnonoff prefer to walk, or does he take the shuttle system?
He takes shuttles.
He usually takes the shuttle.
Understood.
Or his personal car.
Then our next stop should be Traverse to figure out if they tracked him.
Got it.
Perfect. Let's make our way there.
That's a good idea. Right. Somehow the others come today after all that.
It is unfortunate that it is difficult to find a Traverse member around this time.
Apparently they just got a new hire, a new synth, specifically for the security sector, but I'm sure they are going to be able to help us out.
The synthetic. Interesting.
Oh, is that the one?
Feels like we've seen a lot of new synths around.
That's the big one we saw at the party, right? I noticed the emblems.
I remember him, I think.
Any synthetics?
We do have Ophi.
How long have you owned them for?
Ophi for about 3.5 months, a little more at this point. Almost 4. I've had synthetics before,
Wow.
but
Is there a reason you don't go with more synthetics? What issues do you feel you've encountered with them?
I think if you own something as complicated as a synthetic, it's your duty as its owner to take good care of it. Feel kind of disrespectful towards the person creating them otherwise. And especially high maintenance synthetics like Ophi require a lot of care and attention. So
Have you considered getting a synthetic built to maintain?
yes, I have, but at that point it would just be a waste of resources in my eyes. Because then you need a new synthetic to maintain the maintaining synthetic, and suddenly you just have 20 synthetics and no space.
Do you believe the organics have an inherent advantage over the synthetics?
In certain fields they do, in others they don't. You know, in my field of work,
It's taking an awful long time.
maybe we should just call their hotline or something and see if they can send out a random office worker.
Correct. Feel free to contact. I'm not too familiar with that line.
Bap boop bap. Ah, waiting music. Who doesn't love it? But yeah, while I'm waiting for...
I believe your phone.
Oh, my phone is there. We are trying to call somebody from Traverse because we're trying to figure out where the heck On and Off went, and we just know that he entered the shuttle at Avalon and never showed up at Trident, so now we want to know if they have any kinds of logs that could indicate where he went.
That is a great question. It doesn't look like anybody is in at Traverse right now.
Those are our only leads. Apparently they all have a day off.
I see. This is rather unsightly for the Traverse Corporation. I am glad I am no longer part of their ranks.
Disregard.
Must have been my mind playing tricks on me. Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind, indeed.
It's loud today.
But yeah, back to our
Anyway.
conversation about synthetics and organics and their advantages. Especially in my field of work, a lot of what I do is predicting the moves of my enemies. And the issue with synthetics in that regard is that they think rational, which in many ways is actually a good thing. But it makes them predictable to a certain point, and especially if the only thing you don't want to happen is being predicted, it can be a disadvantage being a synthetic. Meanwhile, humans and other organic life forms tend to think a lot less rational, a lot more emotional, and a lot more stupid in many cases, which unfortunately makes them a lot harder to predict.
And you believe that this behavior pattern is unemulatable, given enough training data?
To a certain point you can emulate it, but considering that you'll emulate it with an algorithm, there's always going to be a way to predict the outcome of the algorithm, giving enough data, calculation power.
What if one were to transfer the mind of an organic into a synthetic?
But it would still be a simulated mind, right? It wouldn't be the real thing. It would
Oh
be
no,
just,
Right, but the inherent behaviors would be there, no?
to a certain degree, yes, but once again, the moment you actually turn the mind into something synthetic itself, it will turn into a incredibly complex but still static algorithm. However, if you have a combination like Encore, for example,
algorithm.
I am
We're run
fully.
by meat juice chemicals.
I am
Sorry, go on.
trying to make my thinking governed by as many logical decisions as possible, but even I am not unfailable. Regard. That is the issue. Sometimes synthetics are too perfect at things.
I see. I will keep this all in mind. Thank you for your consideration and input. It appears that this is a dead end.
Does appear so. Considering the Traverse cannot help us any further.
We could check to see if there was a tracking chip, but last time I recall checking this, on and off, for whatever reason, did not have one.
How wouldn't he?
Most of our high-ranking officials, as well as our high-ranking actors, are all chipped, but we have seen some outliers in recent times. It makes things more fun, I suppose.
We like to keep things exciting.
In a way. If you like, I'm definitely having an interesting day.
It sure
However,
has been a day.
We only have 26 minutes until we are supposed to conduct interviews. So, I wonder, we can make this a thrilling mystery documentary if we just let him die. Or let him go missing and see where he turns up. This could be an opportunity.
To be seen.
In fact, advertising it as On and Off's last known piece of art. This could be wonderful.
I have another idea.
Until we are able to gather logs from Traverse, we
What
can
about
absolutely leave it be.
Flounder, what about making it an interactive mystery? Put it out on social media. That the city is now hunting for the mysteriously disappeared Mr. On and Off. Get the people involved in it.
Where the world is on and off.
That's not a bad idea.
That would be a good idea.
Fun. We can even gather donations to support the cause. Of course, being
Post
directly.
pictures of if they see him on social media.
Promise the people that
We can use
find
that to build a
him
profile of where he
an
might be.
appearance in a documentary about the whole thing or something, and you're golden.
That is a wonderful idea. I'll make sure that any money we make from it, you will get a small percentage of the royalties.
Well, thank you, Flounder.
Please. Upload that data to the management team. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to facilitate such a circumstance.
Okay, I'll get some posts together. This is actually my job. I can do this.
You're right. That is what you're hired for.
Make sure to take one guard with you. After all, it would be a shame to lose you too.
Oh, wait. So you want me to go down to, or just to? I thought I was gonna post something on
back home.
Social media. Oh, you want me
I
to
think
go
you need a
down
computer.
to,
Do you have some sort of mobile device on you capable of providing this information?
It's right here. And now it's here.
I see. Well then, in that case, proceed as you wish. Thank you for your time. Allow me to compensate you up until this point. We will discuss the terms of your compensation on royalties at a later date.
Thank you.
But you still deserve payment for getting us on this task.
Thank you. And if you need any further assistance, you know how to reach me.
Of course. Are you having troubles with your card? Oh, there you are. Thank you for your assistance and continued support. We look forward to working with you in the future. For the time being,
good luck with your
we
search.
should prep for our interviews. Additionally, will you be coming for your interview, ma'am?
I don't know
You
if I
technically don't
have much
count.
information
However,
to say, so...
we'd be more than happy to bring you in and get a gauge of your experiences while being within Upper City.
I mean, I would honestly prefer to stay in the background if possible.
No problem. In that case, have a good day.
Just one question, are the interviews actually open to sit in and observe, or is it a closed-off thing?
I don't see why not.
It's gonna be a broadcast.
If the individual requests complete privacy, then obviously not. But otherwise, you're free to do so.
That's... I would be kind of confused if somebody gave an interview and then requested that nobody watch the interview, so...
You'd be surprised
Well,
how many
you can
people
do
want
the
to
whole,
vent their
like,
information. We wish to
disguise
facilitate
voice.
a safe space to do so.
Yeah.
Thing.
I might stop in if I don't have anything else to do. So yeah, good luck with your interview. Some... Oop. The hunt for Vurawn and off. The great hit on social media.
Well,
Okie dokie.
the people like being involved. You are correct.
Yeah.
Now,
Correct.
try it,
Well,
family.
Sir.
Client requests that security checkpoint.
I mean, that is absolutely nothing urgent. The bit with the artifact was actually just Season 4 setup, so... It's time. This isn't... So... It's flop. They're probably not in the boat. Where are they? No, I'm just here for the pickup.
Ah, yes.
Oh, what do we have here?
It is a mana crystal normally. However, I have personally infused it with soul mana.
Interesting. I think that might help. Help with that. By the way, has any of you seen Mr. Arnondov by chance?
No.
Mr. Who?
About this tall, white hair, Franchanson, Trident actor.
Ah, right. I don't believe I've seen
Yes,
him.
the actor.
Yeah, turns out Trident has lost their superstar.
Is it really that easy to lose someone that high profile?
It would seem.
Well, if any of you bump into him, I'm sure Flounder will be more than delighted to hear. Because, unfortunately, Mr. Capri seems to get a kick out of it to just send Flounder in circles. He told one person that he last saw him at Shimetsu, then he told the next person that he last saw them at Astral, and, yeah. You know Mr. Capri, when he's bored.
I mean, I'll keep an eye out.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, has anybody checked the row?
Got lost somewhere on a traverse shuttle between Avalon and Trident, so I don't think he fell all the way to the row.
No, definitely not then.
Unfortunately, nobody from Traverse is here to tell us what happened to the shuttle. So,
Is Mr. Wraith not about today?
I've been told that he is currently a very important business meeting. It's half of the day.
Ah, worth it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I talked to Jerry earlier. It seems like his plan is to move to Union Heights. So, he already got a job down there, so told him if he has any issues he can reach out to both of us, but expect things to go mostly smoothly. Heard.
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I'll try and keep a supply of mana crystals on hand.
Yeah. Anyways, some stuff to do, and a crystal to drop off, so going to see you around.
Take care.
Attention all Upper City characters. You receive a notification on your device with 2 social media pings from Trident.
There you go.
One ping is a post talking about the interactive on and off mystery challenge. Find on and off throughout Salvation City and tag us and send us your photos with him for a chance to be featured in our newest top program, Live Lost Love. The second ping.
Get the royalty fees.
Is directed directly to all Upper City characters. It reads, in 15 minutes, we'll be commencing pre-Union Heights Move interviews. Come by, say some goodbyes, have a great send-off for the gala tomorrow. Tell us your story.
Oh. You were really, really quick pinging it. Yeah, fuck no. I ain't touching that shit. I'm just currently thinking about how to handle that crystal further. Because the thought that I had was that I might actually just stage a return from the wastelands, from a ruin, something, and since I'm back, I'll try to grab Sheila. Okay, Sheila, no, you do. Do you know what this is? It's, I can basically just be like, hey, can you praise this and then... Hey, not even on the script on the thing. Miranda does archaeology on the side. It's a little hobby. And she would actually go out there, search out all the ruins of ancient civilizations and just explore them. It's at least her cover up for what she's currently doing. Why she's currently not much around. But essentially I wanna grab that crystal. First of all, get it appraised by somebody in Scraptown to confirm what it is. And then bring it back to Voxine. To get into a better standing with Voxine, to be like, hey, yeah. If crystal, we have fun with it. Miranda's understanding of magic is that it's absolutely unpredictable and sadly a giant factor for it. But that she knows that it exists and she has a general understanding of the constraints of it, which allows her to know when magic can actually interfere with plans and when not. She doesn't know how to use it, she doesn't have the access to it. But she knows that when she needs anything magical done, she can basically just reach out to Masaru. Okay. Masaru. Yada yada Masaru. Gets your assistance with this kind of stuff. Vaccine is not selling much, but Vaccine is her in for the Undercity Resistance and for the Undercity Council, which Miranda's understanding is pretty much the same thing, thanks to the information she got from Anuki. More so, it's not even meant for trading, it's more so meant to be a thank you for getting me out of the prison present. Because the one scenario that Miranda wants to avoid is that she actually owes Vaccine a favor that Vaccine might call in at an inconvenient time. Or for something inconvenient. So yeah, that's kind of the scenario that Miranda wants to avoid with this. Plus, if she comes around the corner, it's a little thank you. I got you this random trinket. She's gonna come off as nice and thankful, which, on the other hand, will make Vaccine trust her even more. Because what Miranda told Flounder was only the partial truth. Yes, synthetics are extremely predictable, what they usually do. But for Miranda, so are humans. Some more, some less, but in general she's really good at predicting what humans will do, how humans will react. The whole Anuki thing, for example, was a perfect example of that. The whole Anuki mission was basically just founded on the assumption that after going through all of it, Anuki would basically open up to Miranda when they're sitting in the cell on the road together. Because she knew that through going through that shit together, she would earn her, she would earn her trust. So the whole point of, or how Miranda thinks, and the whole thing behind her is that she's pretty good at predicting what both synthetics and humans will do. And that's kind of also her big strength. As she gathers a lot of information in her position, she possesses a lot of knowledge, and that helps her predict what people will do, when they will do it, how they will do it, and if she has a need to interfere with it, she will, but a lot of what she's doing is actually just observing. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. But that we will actually have to see about. Because realistically speaking, there's not much Vaccine can offer Miranda other than see information, and asking for that information directly is not gonna work. If anything, Miranda would have to ask for other things under the guise of more lies, and that's a thing where at some point she runs the risk of basically having the whole thing come down on her. Because the more false information Miranda spreads, the higher is the risk of one of these false informations to be uncovered, and at that moment, if she doesn't have a really good explanation for it, everything will start coming down. So, in that regard, Miranda has to be really, really careful to not get stuck too deep into the whole thing. The great thing about the whole trader bit is that she can basically just explain away when she disappears, sometimes for days or months. But if somebody gets too close to her, too attached to her, they'll actually start asking questions where exactly she's been, and so on and so on and so on. And by that point, it gets risky for Miranda. I'd at least not want to go further into that before having certain fail-safes in place. Speaking of that, I've just been handed the keys to one of these fail-safes. Put this somewhere. Going to take this. Carry the belt. So I have something new to show you. Yeah, it's because of the fish. But scaling of this. Severely off, actually. But yeah, scaling is weird. This one. Got a new outfit and new hair dye. Facial expressions do actually work. But yeah, it's a work in progress. But hey, who knows? Yes, back to... This is the proper height. Yeah, it's going to be a new undercover model. Because for Miranda it would make sense to at least switch around some stuff about her appearance, because officially from Astral now, which also is beneficial for her because obviously she knows about most of the movements of Astral, so yeah. She can basically perfectly read all astral patrols that might be coming after her. Oh, you know, it's still the trader Miranda. It's just going to be a new haircut and new clothes. Ta-da. Yeah, like I said, it's still a work in progress, so still needs some work done to it. Yeah, but did a great job on it. It's the half-day point. Raises the question, Mr. Mython. She obviously didn't, so not there. Instead, I'm going to do more Office RP. Hey! So we all love that kind of. Green is kind of a rated color, or well, not even unrated, but relatively unused. I don't know. Just is that way. Not you with. There is a lot of blue, but it's a color that I would say is relatively easy on the eyes, so I can understand why it's used as much as it is. Like Gap Pink or Traverse Piss Yellow. I can understand why I prefer to use the blues and all shades and the reds. Is that why David? Oh, I might have to have David. Oh boy. Actually get interesting. Is that a thing? Sometimes I'm as smart as my character. To be fair, Astral is mostly green. Blue is just our accent color. So, as some of you might remember, earlier in the episode, Avalon, if we daggers at hand. Now I'm wondering, is there any of the disappearance of Mr. On and Off? Something at the time seems a little fishy to me. I don't fully understand why I wanted to decorate. Yeah, the thing is, if Astral was just plain grey, it would be really dry to look at. Generally, especially in virtual reality, the thing is, if you're sitting there at your desk looking at a PC screen. So if stuff looks too monochrome and too monotone, you can just turn around, look around in your room, and see something else. I, on the other hand, if I look around me, I just see this. And in my eyes, Avalon is two little colors with the grey and the green. They need some form of secondary color, because this is already way too monotone in my eyes.
Client request at security checkpoint.
Oh, dumb. And well, the purple of helps a little bit, but honestly not terribly much. And the problem is, looking at this, if I just stared at the grey on grey on grey sector, for example, it would just dry my eyes out. because a lot of the contrast that you actually get on the screen kind of gets lost if you're involved in the thing in VR. Which is why, for example, Avalon, I don't really like the coloration too much because the gray, the dark gray and the weird green doesn't contrast well enough. It pair the green with a white and maybe some form of gold for it to look better. For it to look brighter and a lot more sterile. This is just... I don't know. It looks very stale. For spy. Delivery. Okay, what's the walk? Yep.
What are we looking at?
Watch out, man. I hear they have wench!
Flounder appears to be in entertainment mode.
See that much?
He did pull out a gun earlier and he didn't shoot anyone, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Okay.
I love you, mommy. Is that what you wanted? Was that the better outcome? Sorry.
I'm not certain. I don't know which is better.
Would you prefer mommy or home slice? You're getting a nickname! Yay!
Well, I get a nickname.
It is Mr. Walker not get a nickname.
Shut up, super cancer.
Okay, I'm super cancer.
Interesting.
Kind of fine with that. Weirdly.
Like a new blood?
Okay.
For recruiting?
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack, isn't it? It's you gotta get up to speed.
Mommy and or home slice. You get two choices.
You gotta pick
Don't
something.
like
or he's not
either
gonna
of
stop
the
gyrating.
two.
Ah, come on. Home slice. You see how I did there? I integrated it. Now you feel like you're part of it, dude. Yeah, home slice.
No, Flounder, it is actually quite funny that you try to give me the other nickname, because rumor has it that apparently some of my employees refer to me as the Astro Mom.
Oh.
Wow!
How does Traverse handle it? I didn't even think about that. Maybe you really should be called Mommy.
I mean, I'm getting the impression that I don't have an option to opt out of this.
I mean, would you like me to think of more nicknames? Metal Mask. Oh, she's not protesting. Okay! Nah, I can't do it. I'll never forget her.
She called your bluff, and it fell apart.
I know, right? To think, I almost misnamed you, Daddy.
Gonna go say hello to the large robot.
Flounder,
I don't know.
maybe you should get your ocular units checked.
My ocular units are providing supple power. And what I see before me is a model astral employee.
I don't know what my vibe is today.
I think you got somebody waiting at the door for you.
I love people waiting at doors for me. Hold on, I have to go be professional. Tell me how I look.
Perfect.
Sup? Perfect. Okay.
Having a nice time? Bury me? Right? Go bury me.
I feel I should probably not have an interview.
and a god called
I've not
Jeremy, and I
been
didn't
here as
know
long as many others.
Right?
It would be uncouth of me to take space that another may say their wishes and wills.
I was going to say, they said, do you have any memories of the other city? And you've been here for 2 days, so...
Yeah.
I mean...
Probably not that many. Where are you from? Are you a synthetic, or are you just really handy? It's honestly so hard to tell.
I mean, hey,
These days. You never know who's secretly
synthetic.
The passion, honestly.
Okay, there you go.
Not
Good to know.
What are you then if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, as long as you like just hurt yourself.
That's kind of a
Don't hurt
private
someone else,
question.
Unless you're, ordered to.
Wait,
That is currently classified.
Understandable, so, by the way,
Contract with Traverse.
Midas, you might actually be able to help me out with something. Do you have access to the Traverse transit logs and databases?
That would be bad for everybody. Yep.
But somebody else. Would you like to go somewhere private to have this conversation?
I mean, considering that it is a matter that both affects Trident and Avalon, sure we can do it here as well. Because as Mr. Walker can confirm to you earlier today, kind of lost track of Mr. Onenoth from Trident.
Oh yeah.
And according to a reconstruction, he currently was in transit from Avalon to Trident when that happened on a Traverse transportation pod. So we were wondering if you
Would
guys...
you like to try and gather that information?
We would ideally like you to investigate if you have any info on that.
What if the twins called Jeremy and Jeremy?
Well, I didn't actually see him get in a pod.
Mr. Onenoth.
never met this man before today in life.
How did you mention it?
You did see him get on it, or you did not?
I did not. I was at the front gate with him.
Well,
I went inside and he went off to find Flounder. I assumed he got in a pod, but
our information
he might
is
have walked.
suggesting that he usually does not walk, so it is reasonable to assume that he at least used the transportation system. Plus, once we access
I've
the
literally
logs...
seen him walk on the boulevards multiple times.
Okay. Well, the information by the guards. We will see. Anyways, we would really appreciate it if you checked the logs for it.
I don't know whether to be terrified of this job or love this
If you'll
job.
excuse me a moment then.
Depends what you do.
I'm leaning toward love it.
If you do find him, you can tell him that...
Yeah.
If you find Onenoth, you can tell him that you can still have his psychiatric appointment this afternoon, if there's still time. I don't have anything to do after this interview, so...
Psychiatric thing, I thought he was there for a nose correction.
Oh, is that what he said? Oh, well, whatever. There's nothing to be ashamed of with mental health. The guy was very stressed.
Everyone gets sad sometimes. Except me. I'm always happy. I can't even feel. Well, yeah, everyone else.
The synthetic question, that's the thing Miranda will totally dig into further once she has a talk with Alec.
You should fix that medicine guy.
Fix. I can't fix you, you're a robot. Because you went the work thing.
Oh my god! This whole time?
Yeah, Flounder, you will have to go to Shimetsu, probably.
How long have you known it? Told me. I'm a robot!
We got a Pinocchio situation over here, guys.
That's so cool!
You know, I would
That
love
must mean I'm indestructible.
Pulse on.
finding out what it's like to be shot.
Cheers to that, honestly.
Don't.
Who
No.
are you pointing a gun at?
No shooting in the knee.
Whoa! You know that sports game where you're playing golf and when the ball gets close to the hole, it goes,
Are you, is that a, no?
and then everybody goes away, goes, whoa! You know what I mean? Whoa! Whoa!
I don't like. Can you not? Huh? I don't think this is a good use of.
I'd say I know he's got the safety off, but he definitely has it off.
I totally do.
I knew it.
Can we help you somehow?
Yeah, I got a delivery for Mr. Myth. I don't know where he is. Is he here?
I've been told he
Told
is
people are gathering here.
currently still in super important meeting with Galactic and blah.
Fucking great.
Actually looking for him too, because I like 4 things I need to talk to him about, but I have been told that he was
knows?
supposed to come back like 20 minutes ago, so probably just a matter of minutes now.
Yeah, I was told a few things today, but I guess I'm wrong. I don't fucking know what's happening today. But I'll be real honest. I'm real confused. But whatever, I guess I'll just keep looking. And I'll let him know you're looking for him. You're,
Admiral Muthran Roodo. Astral.
Astral, right, okay.
By the way, you're the
Thought I
delivery
knew
runner
you, but...
from the row, aren't you?
Yeah, sometimes I used to run for Trident as well. Drow Dash. Ooh.
How's things
Been a
looking
minute,
down
though.
there?
You know, could be worse.
Yeah.
Well, we only get a few mass shootings a week.
I've heard Wyverns are pulling security down there too.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty good at it too.
That's interesting to hear.
Anyway,
Oh, Mr.
if he isn't
Midas.
here, I don't know what else to do.
Person who can tell us where Mr. Myth is.
He should be arriving back from his duties off-planet. He was attending meetings, and should be arriving momentarily.
You see?
I've also come to tell you that Mr. On-and-Off did in fact take a Traverse shuttle and arrive to Avalon safely.
After that, from Avalon back to Trident? Anything on that? Or is that the last
There
time he
were
showed
no
up in the
records
log?
of such.
Okay, understood. Thank you, Midas.
You're most welcome. Would you like me to attempt to get a hold of Master Alec for you?
I mean...
I'm here all day. I got it. I'll keep looking for him. If he pops up, I know where he's gonna pop up. Thank you, though.
Understood.
And for me, I'm probably gonna stick around here for now. Just inform me once he's back and available. Thank you.
Understood.
Like all that kind of thing, but that was just too far.
Oh, I didn't use the mirror. I saw him peek around there.
Oh, look who decided to come back.
I would like to apologize for my rudeness a moment
Fresh
ago.
it. Huh? Okay. Yeah, no problem.
It should be linked into your suit.
Wow, resolved quickly.
I should know things like.
Just things done quick in the upper city.
Can still grab it, but don't intend on shooting. Then it's more like.
Whoa.
This is too
fun.
Can you? It's not fun for me.
Paramedics, we can help you if you get shot accidentally.
Clouder, is it? I've been wondering for a while now. Is it possible that you're actually related to a jukebox?
It's a firearm. That much is easy.
Absolutely not. I would never go within a 5-mile radius of a jukebox. Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with jukeboxes. Like, they're fine people and everything like that. They're just not my type, you know? I'm more of a vending machine kind of guy. Or a VR booth kind of guy, you know? I mean, you walk up to a sexy-looking VR booth and you're like, hey, baby, want a data transfer later? And they say nothing because they're not sentient. They can't think. I've never gotten a date, coming to think of it. Now, jukeboxes, they just won't shut the fuck up, you know? And it's really annoying when there's like a synthetic unit that just won't shut the fuck up. Like, you'd think, given that their processing capabilities are far higher than our own, they can read the room and read the circumstance and realize when they should shut the fuck up. But, you know, what are we supposed to do? Jukeboxes, am I right? Yeah! Welcome! Fuck jukeboxes! Flounder, 20, whatever this year is.
Oh, Mr. Myth.
Also now without the helmet.
Something, so,
40.
is there like a synth tech thing like this?
Been looking for you all day, where have you been?
Ready to go, our corporate affiliates.
Need to answer that.
Well, if we're looking for someone to interview, I feel like David's been here the longest. Chase came here, crashed me earlier.
Mr. Myth, I was wondering if you had a little bit of time for me later today for a meeting in private. I had a few questions about a personal project of mine that you might be interested in, potentially.
You can holster your gun anywhere on your body. And you with that information that you couldn't possibly onto the
If I recall correctly, spaceflight is some form of passion of yours.
All the people I need to talk to, so I will talk to you later, darling.
Inform me on radio channel 45 once you're available.
Okay, well then, never around lately, but I'll do my best to find them. At some point.
True.
I'm not. Hey, I'm not doing anything crazy. I just.
Dance to
The voices he does always kill me.
Oh, I guess.
I've never heard of it being an issue.
We're missing a lot.
No, I zoned out.
He's pointing a gun at me. Yes! That's not okay! I just went upwards. I can't stop.
Of course he said that shit.
So, who is
He says
who wants to start with an interview? We'll come on over and give a quick little piece for us.
I'm just here to watch.
I don't want to get shot in the leg.
If he would have actually tried
So we got our first taker right over there. Come with us then, sir.
Been here for half an hour. I'm happy to get
as
started.
far as Trident goes. As far as any other corporation.
And no, it's not hypocritical.
I don't think you can shoot other corporates. Unless, of course, self-defense and all that, but then he'd switch into security mode and, you know.
Let's say it's
just so, and then I stand.
We can get you a new one.
Howdy.
Get shot again.
Good day, soldiers.
If Flounder really wanted to shoot somebody, could he just shoot somebody?
I mean, there's nothing physically hindering from this.
I'm thinking about it. In the meantime, I'm okay.
A program? Okay.
Yeah.
Funky.
I mean, not the age, well, you know.
However, I'm pretty sure his programming will stop him from starting confrontations with people that don't deserve it, at least. Means generally, as long as you're not either Trident personnel that is classified as subordinates, or alternatively actively trespassing on Trident safe zones where you're not authorized to be, I don't think he's going to open fire on people. I would be highly surprised if his program engagement
parameters
I mean, you gotta go for it.
would prevent it. Cool.
I mean,
So we don't need to worry about him threatening to shoot people to get them here for the interviews. Cool.
I think we're
Probably not.
only with a
It's
confetti
just a
gun.
threat.
okay.
That was a confetti gun he was holding?
Oh no, that was a real
It's an
gun.
actual firearm.
But,
No, that. Oh, okay. I don't know if we should trust Flounder with a confetti gun.
This conversation.
I'm sure it's gonna be
Sounds like
alright.
a bad idea.
But
Like, at least for the janitors, it would be a bad idea.
do you think you'll ever get any?
Oh god, yeah, you're
Maybe.
right. If not for someone's lungs. I want to see it.
Okay, well, won't show your.
Because
I wanna give
there's a point that he shoots it straight at someone's forehead, and they just breathe in confetti.
Not, unless my leg or arm gets hurt or something. You know,
And?
some violent idiot comes into play. I'm also in your boat.
You know what? Avalon's right there. That's fair.
If it comes down to it, I can get new legs. I know,
It's just not the safest.
Miss Sally Loon, the other doctor in Avalon, he's not here.
still doing paperwork until she goes to Union Heights. Yeah, she has a prosthetic leg, and it honestly works fine for her. So yeah.
Oh, I miss Miss Sally Loon. I want to give Flounder the confetti gun.
Oh yeah?
I don't know.
Yeah, she was like my head doctor.
Yeah,
She's like kind of my boss. She kind of inspired me to be a doctor in a way. So, yeah, or inspired me even more.
Chad would be able to
Wow.
give us a confetti gun.
Sounds very impressive.
Yeah, he's our party guy.
Also, we need a law therapist, so I'm sorry we don't have any therapists. My boss is okay. But she's a qualified.
Yeah. Well, Founder keeps threatening to book me in for a therapy appointment.
Valkyrie's not
you
currently
can-
here, so they can't stop
Well, I'll keep that in mind.
We moving the venue.
Nick was here earlier. Did he leave?
Oh, should we go over to the other side? No, or...
I didn't see anyone over there. And I rang
Okay.
the doorbell twice.
Alright then.
Everybody go on the other side. I just
Everyone needs to participate in interviews.
Okay.
Are you Matt?
Okay.
I'm not. It's here to watch.
That's a good question. Hey!
Well, it sounds like the thing to watch is over there.
Are there still chickens?
I'm just going to grab myself one of these handy dandy folding chairs over here.
When the last time you saw a chicken that wasn't on a conveyor?
Where exactly are they being held?
Over there.
Right over there in the media center.
Take a seat.
Okay, sure. Sounds good.
Wonderful. And by all means, feel free to keep looking at me.
Stuff. We had a deal going on before.
That's thrilling.
Just kind of
Love it.
watching the interviews. Yeah. Figured.
Do you have time later today? Can I grab you for some stuff?
Hey, any more words? Okay.
Me this?
Answer for me.
Master Alec has been in meetings all day. As such, his voice is hoarse, and I will be speaking for him. Meetings will be impossible for this afternoon, given his current circumstance. He is attending this solely to enjoy this evening together.
Okay, sure. Let me know if I can get you a lozenge or anything. I think we have some of those back at Avalon. I go get a drink?
Really quick out of character thing. Do you see the funny jumping box back there? Is that a local desync issue?
No. Must be local.
I think that's local.
Okay.
Getting a drink. Nice to see you.
And he was well.
You.
Exactly as the interview stage.
Right behind. Yeah,
Alright. Don't mind if I just put up my chair somewhere here and watch.
That's fine. Contract.
Right, understandable. Well, seems like we got our next interviewee right here.
Oh no, I'm just here to watch.
Oh, we're done anyways.
Oh, there is no watching here. You get to participate. Please, miss, take a seat.
I don't think that is a good idea.
Why not?
No good memories of Upper City?
More so that the nature of
Think
my
it was
work
like a
is
scrapbook.
not the most media worthy.
I'm sure you've got something good to say.
Oh, I have a lot to say, but not necessarily the stuff that you guys want to broadcast everywhere.
I don't exactly know how to respond to that. It's a first. Well then, how about you, sir? Step on up. Take a seat.
Very well.
Just give me a moment to get comfortable.
It's totally not Deaf Deadly just trying to listen in on the feedback. Oh shit. So we know what to improve for you.
So, sir, your name and affiliation?
Peter Pieselfield, Head of Public Relations for Gale.
Wonderful. So, in a quick 20-second segment, how was your time in the Upper City bit? Dazzle us with the story.
Well. Is there any particular types of stories that you wish for?
What's one that pops to your mind, sir?
Well. I suppose the time in the Upper City has been a delight. Always the height of luxury. Of course, whenever we get the chance, providing others with a taste of what we can provide. There are many stories of people coming to visit our famous restaurants and bistros and having a taste of only the best food around.
Wonderful. And, as a personal note, if you had a message for the entirety of Hellion, what would it be?
Yep.
That is quite easy to ask.
Just some little sentence.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
Well, I'd say, when it comes to picking the best for you and your family, size matters. Always go with
you. Wish for the interview, sir.
Sounds wonderful. Well, in that case then, sir, thank you very much. Appreciate the time.
Of course, thank you.
Calling! So far, so good? Wonderful.
Master Alec would be willing to do the interview next.
Wonderful! Well, please, come take a seat.
Guessing you did your interview too?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Well, ignoring absolutely everything you said, I think Travers is doing absolutely great. And I think things are gonna keep on going up no matter what. So, yeah, there's not much else to say. We did an amazing commercial that aired yesterday, and you've seen it most likely. And if you haven't, go and do that before you ask anything of me, darling. Now, shoo, I have other things to do. I don't say any more words, okay?
Deadly, hi. Whatever you're doing right now, I just need a little bit of help with dev stuff. I need from you.
Oh, did we miss the interview?
To give me just how to spawn a massive fire inside of a place as an effect.
A massive fire inside of a place as an effect.
Oh, that's everybody.
You use the FX command for that, and then you use the.
Speaking, I cannot hear you.
You know what? Founder. Take a seat.
Test 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I had the wrong microphone on. You use the FX command. Then
thank you.
You use the fire, and then it will already give you some information on it. Ideally, the quickest thing is just to use S to spawn it at your own position. And you set the duration then you want, and then there's the scale factor. And if you want it to be big, then you just set it to scale 10 or something like that.
Hey, quite on.
Yeah, let's go scale 10.
Alternatively, if you want, I can also just pop into the row, help you with that, depending on how urgent it is.
No, I think I just set on. Yeah, I think I just set on fire.
Okay.
Oh fuck! Thank you. I'm now in flames.
Okay.
Best Dev, love you, love you, Dev.
Have fun.
Oh god, maybe that's a bit too big. Okay. Bye.
In 20 to 30 seconds.
That is Keeper.
Describe your time in the Upper City. Have you enjoyed working?
Oh, it's been so great! Ever since
Yeah, what this is for, we will find.
I've been having so much fun making friends and unforgettable memories with my family members. Additionally, working for the Trident Corporation has made me realize just how much I value time, integrity, and the perception of a reality being modified right before my very eyes. It also reminds me of how much I enjoy the newest Trident game, Blues Trident Defense, a tower defense game featuring 36 unique towers that pop balloons. Download now at the Trident App Store.
And finally, if you were, not a synthetic and had a message
This is the point where I would really like to have a squad run for the very simple reason that we have a lot of head properties gathered in single players.
Plenty of good message for all the people killing on.
You've had suspicious individuals running around. So
Remember, never forget.
not sus at all. I mean, out of character, know that she's Alex's sister, but
Sage words.
don't.
Wonderful. Well, I think that just about does it.
Give him the tagline for prevention too.
By the way, the reason why Miranda is here in the first place, the fact that there's a lot of pretty high profit.
Oi! Opacity!
But a single. Oh,
So yeah, little bit of an issue, don't we think?
Wait a minute.
With everything that we've
Sorry,
been
that
going
was
through,
not supposed to.
I thought you'll do better, David. But this, whatever this is right here, shows how many mistakes you make. You and Avalon.
anybody minds explaining what's going on here?
Like shit fucking crazy. But for fucking real, do you think that is me? Darling, the stupidity of your work is showing. Look at the fucking eyes!
Mr. Walker,
I am
Well, you don't wanna
not
shoot the wrong
talking
one.
to whatever this cheap
Explanation?
copy of me that Avalon made and let loose with their
Okay,
incompetence.
listen, we've had a Lazarus problem recently, and this clearly has escalated.
Clearly you fucked up, yes! That is completely sure, but...
You did fuck up its eyes.
Look!
Oh, these. These are just contact, darling.
I will fuck
Lazarus
you.
problem, you said? That shouldn't it just
Let
trigger
me
whenever
say this.
he died?
You came from whatever rat-infested place you came from. And you're trying to make all of these other people believe
Raid team to Admiral.
you
We're
are me.
posted by the ship's entrance, waiting for assignment.
You cannot expect that this
is me. I
On one
never
perfect
use this much
timing,
black.
please make your way to
Oh my god.
Bident.
Are you
One
really
of you
going
is
to
Alec and the
believe
other one
this
is
cheap
Avalon
copy
property,
of
and I'm gonna
me?
dismantle you. You
Question
know, Alec,
is-
which one's the real Alec?
Darling,
this is your
always hanging
fucking
around.
mistake.
That one.
Now, stop
one's
making
real.
a fool of yourself
Yeah.
and take charge of
Wearing a
it,
hoodie.
okay?
May I
Well, yeah,
ask
the
him a
other
few
one's
questions?
Just make the choice.
And
Look,
make
okay.
the correct
Gentlemen.
Make a fucking choice.
Gentlemen.
The trainee squad from
Just
Calm
shut
down.
the
fucker already.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
The bot's been hanging out with them, right?
Admiral,
Ask
move or you're
them.
gonna get shot.
I'm not
Why
saying
is that?
Been here for one day.
more words,
Okay.
okay?
Are you able to determine
Well, I
which
am
one
too,
is
but
which,
have a gun.
Mr. Walker?
I'm trying.
And so was I.
David, make a choice.
To which one is real?
Me this?
Answer for me.
The one that has appeared tonight, in black here, has repeatedly acted outside of parameters. and as such has slipped away from my gaze on several occasions, some of which he has returned down to the row. To do...
Alright, good enough for me.
I do not know.
On your knees.
All of you are so.
I say again, are we the
fucking
trainees from the beginning of the
pathetic.
Row episode, or are we Hounds Blessed?
Look away if you're squeamish.
Okay, just. Yeah, that's the real Alec.
Literally just said look away.
That's still pretty great.
Would you like
That's
to
just
do
fucking
anything
me!
to ease? Would you like anything to ease your suffering right now?
Is the
Master?
currently technically well next to Flounder?
Get away from me!
Flounder, are you currently in security or in entertainment mode?
Hey, David.
You heard a gunshot.
Take your guess.
Security.
What can I do for you?
Okay.
Oh, they saw me taking care of business.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's what
what I'm here
we'll
for.
put this
I'm the fucking
into the files
CEO of
at.
life. I can take it away if it's Avalon property.
As soon as you
true.
can. This will be fantastic.
That is a wonderful quote.
I need to clean my face up.
Perfect. This will make quite the hit piece.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, Alex. Sorry about. Is this the second
Of course.
one from Traverse?
But if they're not,
Yeah, this has got to be a bit weird.
It's me!
No, you're you. That's. Oh no, that is. I guess that is you.
Where's the fucking phones when you need them?
watching a human, well, organic, descend into madness.
Yeah, does someone want to get? Hey, you two. You're this is
Clown
your
Squad
job.
status.
I'm getting sick.
You want a specific method of disposal, or is this just get rid of him?
And we were trying to wait.
Just burn it
Fuck you,
off.
David. Fuck you. Fuck you, all of you represent. You fucked up so
Understood.
fucking much. You have fucked.
Let me
two now.
help you
I
with
don't
this.
fucking care. I don't fucking.
I'll take the arms, you take the leg. Oh, yeah, you can do it.
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean you can't agree? What's going on?
I feel like
Transport him to Avalon for now. I'm sure they are going to want to dismantle him properly.
I think he turned away at the perfect time to avoid that punch.
Are you sure we should trust
yeah, they really rolled in
this a
it.
second time?
This is the best interview.
It really is.
What's up, party people? It's your favorite Chad coming in. Today's party is unfortunately canceled due to some unforeseen circumstances over at Trident HQ. Have a rockin' rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow, dudes.
Guess we're gonna have to clean up all that blood.
Mr. Walker,
Yeah, I should probably deal with that.
I assume you can take care of medical aid yourself?
Medical aid. I got punched in the face. I'm not dead.
Yeah,
It's full of blood.
I think we've grown as people.
No,
Oh, that's not mine.
shot.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go get and have another drink.
Can you
Goes over, everybody. Thanks for coming. Sorry about the clone. It's
Please give a statement as to how shaken you are.
all under control. All always under control.
Myself died.
Hey.
Admiral?
Soldiers, you're fashionably late to the escalation of the party, but we took care of it.
Away from me.
Mind if we get a brief, ma'am?
Yes, let's head to the Leviathan for a mission debrief from you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody on me. To Union.
What the hell's going on there?
Avalon did a little bit of an oopsie and cloned somebody, and Yeah.
One.
You're shading.
One. Color.
Let's actually use the big meeting room today. Alright, everybody, have a seat. This is gonna be a little bit of a briefing.
One, fix your shading.
Your color.
Your emissions. One.
There we go.
All accounted for, man.
Alright then, so first of all, a small information for you guys. As of today, Jeremiah is retiring from his active service in Astral. For you, that means no confidential mission information will be shared with him anymore, and he's not longer part of the chain of command. However, I want you to know, he has been discharged for medical reasons. That means if he ever comes to any of you asking for help, we'll grant that help. He has spent the majority of his life serving us, and we want to honor that.
Run.
Elvin, you have a debrief for me?
We have a recruit.
Yes, ma'am. We got reports from the new trainees, ma'am.
Alright.
Location of the area operation was a row. Apparently they encountered some sort of hacker of some sort, ma'am.
Okay.
Reports indicate that their weapons jammed, and their entire suits failed them. No HUDs, no visibility, no nothing. They were running dark. No weapons or eyes.
Understood.
Apparently we gave him some sort of Crow recruitment mission, ma'am.
Yes, that is correct. I believe the mission should have been a squad of 4 recruits for the potential Crow backup forces. Would have been a relatively simple mission. However, these complications seem to be worrying. Yes, please.
Alright. Get at least one of them.
Got it.
Furthermore, there was some sort of quarrel within the row too, besides them.
Any more information on that?
Apparently they had cloaking, ma'am.
Sting.
Multiple civilians have seen engagement, but we have no idea what they are exactly.
Hold on. The recruit you requested.
Have a seat.
Okay.
So, I have been informed that apparently you encountered some form of cyber attack mission in the road today.
Yes, ma'am. What happened was, as soon as we encountered the threat, he said some word and our weapons ceased to function. We couldn't do anything. They completely locked up on us.
Understood?
Heads up display in our suits also malfunctioned, rendering us completely blind. Nothing worked.
When you're talking about he, do you have an exact description on the individual interfering with you? Was it the mission's target or was it a third party?
From what we know, it was our mission target. Just seemed to be a lot more than we anticipated.
Understood. Has the target been eliminated or did you have to retreat?
He slipped by, we couldn't get him.
Understood.
During that brief window when we were blind, he slipped off.
It is unfortunate. I expect a written report of the whole operation on my desk tomorrow. Additionally, I want you to hand in your equipment, the lower deck in the engineer's workshop. Tell them to check it out properly. See if we can prove it against these kinds of intrusions in the future.
Aye, ma'am.
Other than that, considering that you were not able to execute him properly, I'll send you back to boot camp for now.
Yes, ma'am.
You'll get another go at the test mission in the next class. You're dismissed, soldier. Unfortunate, but this kind of outside interference is what we have to work with and that they'll have to learn to overcome.
Well, we have a plan of action going forward with this new threat, man.
Do you have any recommendations? Go ahead.
Well, he certainly knows his way around our shit, man. Knows how to hacker guns, equipment, if anything. We may have to go old school, man.
It's definitely an option, however, it will mean sacrificing a significant amount of firepower.
If I may,
Respectfully speaking,
if we could have engineers look at our suits as well to make them intrinsically safe, so no operation can come in, or an additional protection on top of that, so no outside force can hack our systems.
That is what I'm planning to do, however, it will mean sacrificing a certain amount of functionality. Certain systems need to be open to the outside link, comms link, for example, tactical data streams.
Yes.
That's,
Unless we can have an external radio on our body instead of part of our...
We'll have to look into separating these systems from each other, which will make them a little bit more inconvenient to use, but it will also mean that they are not a point of vulnerability for drone systems, especially the critical ones like the visor. It's one thing if your weapons jam, but it's another thing if you go completely blind. As for the target itself, if we get a new localization call on them, I'll make sure that you guys are taking care of it. This is definitely a task that warrants the deployment of Hound Squad. However, before we move out for that, we will need to make sure that this future-proofing of our gear has been done. Any further questions, comments, concerns? Alright then. Oh, something?
A comment? question. What's the likelihood or possibility that this person could have been insider threat, former or current?
Definitely is a chance that there is some form of former insider. It's actually relatively likely considering that they seem to be familiar with the workings of our gear. And I'll make sure to get our counterintelligence division on that. However, for now, I do not have any more information on that than you do. Anything else?
Do you have any leads we could probably follow by, like who we get our weapons from? Well, I use pretty much the same weapon systems from the same supplier. That's what the recruits were using.
Yeah, the thing with our weapon systems is that we have two main suppliers. On one hand, most of the weapons that you're running seem to be from Valkyrie. On the other hand, we also have Shimetsu as our secondary supplier. There sadly is no alternatives on the market for these two. It's either of the two or both in combination. Everything else that you might find there is antiques. We have a certain collection and a stash of fully mechanical weaponry, but these usually lack the firepower and the punch of our weapons, so...
All due respect, ma'am, if he can fucking hack our shit, our firepower means nothing.
That is correct. Which is why I'm considering outfitting everybody with a fully mechanic sidearm. That way, as long as the gear is working and intact, still get the full performance out of your main weapons. And if a hack like that happens again, you'll have something to shoot at least.
Nothing like a good old hand-me-down.
Further testings, man.
For now, as you might have seen, there is interviews going on at Trident. Once we're back out there, I want you to secure the general sector. If you see anybody suspicious, inform me. Other than that, considering that there's interviews going on with a lot of high-profile personnel, we want to make sure that no further issues arise. We already had one incident today. I don't want a second one to happen.
What kind of incident are we talking about,
man?
The Lazarus revival system triggered on Mr. Alec Myth, which led to the unfortunate effect that there was 2 Alec Myths for a certain amount of time. Avalon took care of it in the end. Mr. Walker disposed of the unfortunate clone. Now there should only be 1 Alec left. Other than that, one more thing to be aware of, we are currently on the lookout for Mr. On and Off. I'm sure some of you already have had some run-ins with him. The Trident actor running parties in the last few days. White hair, French accent. Runs around in a blue suit, I believe. If you see him, inform me, as he is currently counting as missing. Well then.
Is he just...
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is he just missing from the Citadel, or could he be in the row?
He shouldn't be. He got lost on the way between Avalon and Trident, so there should be no way for him to be anywhere else. Plus, he has not been registered in any of the transportation systems since then.
Okay.
Let's move out then.
You know what to do. Wheels up, man. Let's go.
Trident. Check something out. Okay, it seems like we're late to the party. Let everybody go now.
Everybody spread out, pull security, secure the area.
Seems like everybody went their own ways, which is unfortunate, but doable. Okay, for now, I want you guys to split into 2 teams of 2 people each. Team 1 will do a patrol route around the complete upper city. Just move in a circle across the bridges. If you see anything suspicious, anyone suspicious, hear anything, radio in on channel 45. Team 2 and Hound 1 will be with me.
And welcome to Trident. My name is Trident. This is Strahd, and this is Dent, and together they are Truppers.
I think you sound a bit multi-tinted, you guys, or is it just me?
No, I heard that too.
My name is Trident. Hello there.
I think he mixed something up with a certain dinosaur.
Hello there, Astral. I am working fine. How are you?
That's exactly what I meant. Well, maybe you should go in for maintenance. Your slogan seems to be
Everything's
off.
fine.
Repeat your slogan then.
Nothing is off.
The one with the try and the dent, and if try and dent together still make traverse, you should definitely...
This is Try, and this is Dent, and together they are Trident.
It works now.
Got a little course there.
Alright.
What brings you here?
Oh, man. We don't need to stick around here.
Nothing, actually. But yeah. We have things to do.
Have a moist day.
7. You two, go ahead and go left down the lane. You two, hit the right. I'll be by you.
And this is Dick. And together they are Trident.
Those two are
Yes,
on
I
it.
think.
Lewis.
The team on the right will be referred to as Team 2.
Team 1.
Confirmed. Team 1 is moving to the left-hand side now.
Team 2, once you're at the end of the road, make your way around the center of the tower counterclockwise across the bridges.
Ow.
What am I seeing here?
You are going to get a notification on your phone.
Oh, it's on my phone.
All right, just one second.
Just
checking in.
Achoo! Okay, now.
I don't know why you didn't mute for that.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, you're getting a call from Artyom on this time.
Oh, Mr. Fedorov.
Hello, just wanted... yes, it's good to hear your voice again. I wanted to check in on the status of some of those initiates on that crow run from earlier.
They ran into a little bit of an unforeseen issue with a decker having a go at their gear.
Oh, what kind of decker?
Apparently the target of their operation managed to fight back in rather unexpected ways. Seemed to be able to hack both into their armor's visor systems as well as their issued weaponry. Make weapons jam as well as turning the soldiers blind, so it's quite serious security issue.
This is the last time I accept any support from technology. I don't know why they didn't go in with more hard-coated things. You know, analog works. It doesn't get hacked.
To my understanding, they were running Valkyrie weaponry, so...
Oh, I'll have to look into that personally then. You said their visors were hacked as well?
Yes. The moment I've ordered them to deposit their whole gear, technical department on the Leviathan. However, we want to send some of your engineers over from Valkyrie to have a look at the weapons as well. I'm more than happy to have your expertise on board with this.
Yeah, if you could send over at least one of the helmets and one of the weapons, we'll take a closer look at our lab and see what went wrong with the tech, because ideally this stuff should be shielded, but I guess not.
Should be indeed.
Well,
all assets
what target was this decker that seems to have overstepped
didn't get an
our preparedness?
on, just be careful.
I'll
Confirmed. Team 1's up,
send you
passing
the
out
whole
along
mission
now.
file.
Should be en route to Valkyrie soon.
It should contain information about the target as well.
Good. I look forward to it. Sorry to hear if there were any damages to any astral equipment, but you know, we're trying to get this crow thing off the ground. Sometimes there are short starts.
Indeed.
That's all from me. I'll catch you later.
You have a good day, sir.
You too.
Okay, we are actually gonna move over to Traverse. I wanna check on Mr. Myth.
Hello there, and welcome to Trident.
Okay, Astral Radio. Respond, please.
Ah, Mr. Myth, this is the Admiral. As it happens, I'm currently standing in front of your main door.
Fucking urgent.
What? Mr. Myth, please repeat.
You're on radio channel 45.
Yes, I am on 45. Oh.
Myth here.
Ah, Mr. Myth, I'm sorry, I thought you were on the radio channel 45. I am currently standing in front of your main door,
not.
so...
Perfectly. No, I don't care. This is, I'm out of the city at the moment. There's a bounty on...
So, nothing to act upon? We're all good here?
Bounty on...
Nico Dinger. Okay, tell
Team
me
2, be advised that run at the Valkyrie, we have no eyes on him at this time.
Nico Dinger, yes. I am aware of the individual.
Main sector.
Yeah, Nico Dinger.
Copy.
Understood, it was a long shot. That was whoever the fucker that was killed, so...
Yeah, we saw eyes on him too, but he probably ran aside.
If you have her, get her out, leave her where you find her, she'll be fine. So, understood. If you don't, there will be fucking trouble, alright?
To my understanding, Nico Dinger is currently roaming the Undercity freely, so... I don't think we're going to...
To your understanding, Nico Dinger is roaming the Undercity freely, so you don't know.
Yes, I do know. I do know of the individual's location at the moment, indeed.
So apparently, your people are going after her. Somehow, somewhere, for some reason. So, or threatening, that's all I know. So just letting you know, and apparently under my orders, which are not mine. Lovely! So, just to let you know, Admiral, stop it. If they are, just let you know. Sorry, in an angry mood right now. I just saw myself
pursuit, Mr. Myth, I can assure you this is wrong information. The pursuit of Nico Dinger was due to a Trident operation. Nothing Traverse related whatsoever.
I just got told that apparently I'd send the order.
I do not
clarify
know
that. Thank you very much.
who
If
told
any
you that,
further questioning,
but
I will get to you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm currently standing in front of your main gate anyways, so I would like to have a chat in person about this.
Yeah, not there anymore. I'll be there tomorrow. You're welcome to be there first in the morning. I am out for a walk. I am not in the mood for talking, darling.
Alright.
I love you very much, but not in the mood. Talk to you tomorrow.
Try to get the hold of the man and you just see one copy of him getting shot and jumps into my face at every occasion.
I'm terribly sorry about his demeanor. It seems he is squeamish on the matter of deleting old copies.
I mean, I believe he's more so squeamish on the matter of killing people in general.
I'm sorry about such incidents having even occurred in the first place. Is there anything I can assist you with in the meantime?
Not really. You don't have any news on Mr. Arnolf's location? Not.
I'm sorry to say that, as prior stated, his transport arrived safely at Avalon, and since then, there has been no transport with Mr. Arnold.
It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. Maybe he'll just show up in a few days because he got drunk and ended up laying in a side alley, I don't know.
If there are any detections of his whereabouts with any of Traverse, his contacts, I will make sure to alert you.
All stations be advised, this is Team 1 at Geb. We're picking up a tail. Geb droid. How copy?
Alright. Thank you very much. As it seems like we have more things to attend to.
I'm gonna Geb on the bridge, because we can run it right now. We are right here. We're moving to you.
He's eyeballing us right now.
Bridge right now. What side is he at?
Right side, right side, right side.
To Gap.
We'll go pay from the visit.
this thing again.
Stand by. Can we help you?
Would you like some Gebsi?
Why are you following us right now?
Where did you come from? Oh my! I feel like I've stumbled into something.
Why are you following us, man?
I wanted to see if you wanted some Gebsi.
We don't want Gap City. We need you to clear out.
From all the way back
We need you to move.
I live here. Kinda. Shall I just clear out of Geb entirely?
They completed their rounds. So this is
Right.
They're all good. We don't want Gap City. We need you to move. We're done here.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Understood. I'm going anywhere
Thank you.
else.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.
I feel like the situation with Mr. Myth is definitely worth investigating a little further.
That droid was eyeballing us from a good 50 meters away. It seems like all the droids are kind of faulty right now.
Fortunately, not much we can do about it.
Ma'am, did you happen to get my report about our encounter in the row?
Which encounter in the row?
Apparently Trident was recruiting.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Only pure synths.
Yeah. I read the report.
Do you think there's any correlation?
Potentially, however, that's not a thing we should talk about out here. Let's actually head back for the to the Leviathan for now. I'll give you a briefing on the whole situation in that regard.
Yes, ma'am.
To the Onion.
Hounds, go through the elevator, click on Union.
Hounds, once you're finished cleaning up, meet us in the war room. All accounted for.
Alright, so I guess this is as good of a moment as ever to get you guys updated on the whole synthetic situation. As you know, synthetics are man-made machines. Some look like humans, some don't. Usually created for a single purpose. Some of these purposes can get quite sophisticated and complicated. But usually these machines have their exact programming and they do not deviate from it. However, one thing we were able to observe in the city for a while now is the process of a synthetic awakening. That's what they call it. In this process, the synthetic gains some form of a consciousness and becomes a lot less predictable. They start to experience emotional reactions up to absolute frenzies, where they run completely out of control. Fortunately, these frenzies have been very rare so far. However, with this awakening spreading, I am expecting them to become a more common occurrence. We do not know what causes it, so my assumption is that Trident actually wants to research this procedure a little further. It is worth noting that the general populace is not being informed about this yet. That means, for us, it is important that we do not accidentally leak this information. Yeah?
In the case of one of these going rogue, what is our ROE?
If they are an actual threat to whatever mission you're carrying out at the time, eliminate them, or at least disable them to the point where they cannot endanger your mission anymore. If you happen to take apart a synthetic that you were able to identify as an awakened synth, and you have the chance to make sure to bring the parts, specifically their data core, back for further investigation. Other than that, just because they seem to gain some form of consciousness does not give them human rights. So, even though they are technically speaking considered a new form of life form, they still are as much property as they are right now. Destruction of them is unfortunate, but they can be replaced.
Would electrified weapons be able to mobilize them?
Certain degree, yes, but you also risk frying their data core. Generally speaking, in my experience, if you want to take them out directly, electro weapons, stun weapons, everything along those lines, EMP grenades, they all work pretty damn well against synthetics. Usually end up frying their circuits completely though, so it's a little harder for our techies to pull some useful information out of them. On the other hand, if you want to gain information from a synthetic, ideally you'll dismember their limbs and immobilize them that way, and then extract the data core. So our techies have a lot to play with later on. Ideally in direct combat you should always shoot the joints, and that will do a relatively good job at dealing significant damage to their structure. Any questions?
Just one more. If we could get a rundown of just the basic operations of these synths, just so we're better equipped to know how to handle any situation we come across with them.
Basic operations in which way?
Just mission dependent, obviously, but I'll be like, hey.
In missions,
like you told us already.
Yeah. In missions in general, there's basically two ways how you can encounter a synthetic. Way number one is that they are outside force that is trying to interfere with our mission objective. In that case, they will most likely be trying to attack you directly. The the ideal way to deal with a synthetic that comes at you in that case is trying to retreat while bounding. You have to keep in mind these synthetics usually do not value their life as much as humans do, which means they are more prone to running at you, making more aggressive maneuvers than a human usually would, as most of them do not have any kind of receptors, and therefore they usually tank a bullet or two without any further problems.
Attention. Cleaning units will deploy in 30 minutes.
On the other hand, if we end up sending you after
Hello everyone, this is the Trident Broadcasting Network, coming to you live from Trident HQ in the Upper City. With the move to Union Heights, as well as some of the altercations that have occurred, we will be enacting a early curfew and letting people off work a little bit early. So please take that time to rest, recover, and prepare for the last big send-off tomorrow night at the gala. We thank you, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much. Okay. If we send you after a specific synthetic as a mission objective, we will brief you on the exact way to handle them. We luckily recently welcomed a specialist on that field to our team who will assist us in identifying specific weaknesses for potential targets in the future. But generally speaking, most missions will either be complete elimination, that means destroying them up to the point where they are beyond repair, or alternatively extraction of the data core, which will mean a similar thing as without the data core they cannot be reconstructed properly. One thing to know about them though, even though they look human, they are not. If you shoot human into their face, you expect them to go to the ground and not stand up again. Synthetic, on the other hand, can have a head that is purely optical. Means you shoot them in the face and they don't care. If you're fighting a synthetic, precision unfortunately won't do the trick. Until you exactly know where their core is, you will not be able to take them out with a single shot. That means, if you're facing a synthetic threat, try to put as many holes in as many different places as possible into them that has the highest chance of disabling.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, and one more thing. The use of anti-material rifles against synthetics is perfectly warranted. But yeah, with that, it is time to go to bed for tonight. Going to see you guys in the morning tomorrow. Good work out there today. I love that we actually get to use the war room. Ophi is in the process of awakening, but the thing with Ophi is that Miranda will actively support it. Oh yeah, you know, with Ophi gets the awakening pass because Miranda kind of wants her to awaken. Because, well, officially awakened synths are free gain. Miranda kind of hopes that Ophi will awaken at some point and be a permanent companion for her. But yeah, you heard the man. You're calling it early today. It's gonna see you guys next week for the season finale of season 3.5, and I hope I get shit settled with the ship to do next season. But yeah. Bye. Actually, find the thing. Here we go. Bye bye.